Thank you, Mr. Schick. Good morning, everyone. Mom, surprise. For those who don't know me, my name is Tucker Witte, and I'm a senior here, and I'll be attending the Citadel in the fall. But this speech isn't about me, for once, but rather the woman who made me who I am today and who I will become in the future, my lovely mother, India Lovett Witte. She hails from a one-stoplight town in North Florida called Chipley, and throughout grade school and high school, she'd find herself involved in many different sports activities, namely softball, volleyball, and even some impromptu tackle football with all of her cousins, where she'd always beat them, which is probably why she always jokes about being the firstborn son. Along with all the sports, she was also involved in several nerd bowls, as she likes to call them, where she ultimately met my father at one in Orlando. After high school, my mom, like her father and mother, attended Florida State. Go Noles. There, she graduated with her degree in English and went on to work for the university for some time. She then received a job offer from USF in philanthropy, ultimately bringing her down to Tampa. In 2004, after trying so hard, she was blessed to bring my sister Ingalls into the world. Several months later, after a few holiday parties, my mom discovered she was pregnant with another blessing, yours truly. And on September 27, 2006, my mom brought me into the world. Now, I could go on for hours for the infinite reasons on why India Witte is the best mom on the planet, but I was only given 5 minutes, so I got to speed things up a little bit. Now, obviously, my mom is the best mom in the room. Sorry to all the other ones. But she's also a great woman. Throughout her time at USF, she's worked closely with groups like WLP, which is a women's leadership program who offers scholarships for women in need. Now, after dealing with all that, she's had one more boy to deal with, a sport-hungry child with bountiful energy. With practice in the front yard, my mom in her high heels and work clothes running every single drill with me was mandatory. No matter how fast I picked up or dropped a sport, my mom was always there to help me learn the next one. Looking back on all of this means so much, given the fact that my mom probably wanted nothing more than to sit down and relax after a long day of work, but she'd come home and stand for another hour just to make her son happy. Now, as most of y'all know, we went through my mother's worst nightmare this past year. And for those who don't, I'm of course talking about my recent diagnosis, battle, and victory over cancer. I still remember my mother's face in the hospital room as she saw her usually strong and perfectly healthy baby boy in such a vulnerable position. Now, I didn't know this until a little bit into the battle, but my mom had actually taken off work for the entire year just to take care of me. And boy, did she. Whether it be cooking up whatever meal I thought I could eat or organizing all my nausea medication into little shot glasses so everything was nice and organized, she was there for it. Whether it be football in the front yard, 24/7 care when I needed it most, or even just a shoulder to rest on, ears to confide in, my mom has always been there for me. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. Mom, I love you. I know these past few years have been a roller coaster to say the least, but I'm just so glad I have someone as strong, thoughtful, caring, loving, and beautiful that I can call my mother. Everything that I've ever done, I owe all to you. I love you so much, Mama, and I'll always be your little noodle.